So if you've just joined us, then good morning. It's a nice quiet morning in my house. I don't know what it's like in your house with dogs, and my kids are teenagers, so they're still in bed. So that's nice. So I'm feeling nice and quiet. I'm gonna slide into this Monday nice and slowly. So we're just gonna start seated, cross-legged. You can rest your hands on your knees for a minute and let your eyes close. Yeah, so while you get yourself settled within your space, take a minute just to sit cross-legged, hands on your knees, and let your eyes close. Notice how the sitting bones feel pressing into the floor. And from the sitting bones, see if you can travel all the way up the spine into the head. And take a long, deep breath in through your nose. And just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Now take the first two fingers of your right hand and press them into the center of the forehead. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. And you use your thumb to block off your right nostril and your fourth finger to block off your left nostril. So block off your right nostril and then breathe in through your left nostril. Block off the left nostril with fourth finger, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Block off the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale, left nostril. Block off the left and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block off the right, exhale through the left. One more round, inhale left. Block off the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block off the right, exhale through the left. Release the hands, take a breath in through both nostrils. And then open mouth and exhale, let it all go. Now just breathing in and out through your nose. Notice how you feel now. It's a really nice breathing exercise to help bring balance into your body. And as always, just breathing deeply helps you to calm down, to focus, to feel centered. Try and keep this feeling as we move through the class today, as we move through each pose, waking up our bodies. So let the palms come together and then rub the hands together as fast as you can to create a nice load of heat in your hands. And then just place the hands over the closed eyes. Make sure you can still breathe, so you're not covering your nose. And you're shielding out the light. So without opening the eyes, just stare into that dark space and see if you can find a little bit of peace within that dark space. And then gently with the hands, just start to wipe the eyes and wipe the face awake. Bringing you into this moment, into this day, this brand new week in lockdown. So bring your knees up and extend your legs out in front. Give them a nice little shaker. Hopefully feeling a little bit more present, a little bit more here. Let's just see how the hamstrings feel this morning. So with your hands by the hips, try and lift up the lower back, middle back and upper back. And then exhale and fall forwards and just see how are they feeling today. Maybe they're talking quite loudly to you this morning. Yeah, take a big breath in, try and lift and lengthen. And a long breath out, try and fold over the legs. And again, a big breath in, try and see if you can lift and lengthen like you're rippling through the spine. Long breath out, folding over your legs. Yeah? Where do you feel this? In your hamstrings, maybe in your back? Big breath in, lift and lengthen. A little rippling through your spine. And long breath out and folding it forwards. Roll yourself back up and then bring the feet together. Have your knees open, soles of the feet touching. Catch hold of your toes, breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out and fold it forwards, relax the tummy, the chest, the head down. And again, close your eyes and just check in with your body. How does it feel in your hips this morning? How does it feel in your back this morning? Not worrying too much about the shape that you make, but just about how it feels. We could walk the hands over towards the right side. Yeah, go as far over to the right as you can. You want your hands either side of the knee and just lower your forehead down towards the knee. How does that feel there all through the left side of your body? And if you squeeze your left sitting bone down into the mat, can you increase the stretch? You're breathing in, expanding into that left lung. Breathing out. Walking the hands all the way around to the other side. You can keep your eyes closed all through this bit. Maybe just taking a peek if you're not quite sure. But otherwise, letting with the eyes closed just so that you can really feel what's happening in your body today. Big breath in, breathing into that right lung, expanding into that right side. Long breath out. Walking the hands back to the center. Just see if you can creep the fingers forwards a little bit more now. Maybe you can even flutter your knees like your legs are wings of a butterfly. Big breath in. Long breath out. Start to walk your way back up. Well done, guys. I'm going to bring the knees up. Just have your feet now a little space further than your bum. Catch hold of your knees. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out and round your back. Tuck your tail. Feel the curve to your spine there. Really push your feet down into the floor. Breathing in, lifting up, opening up the chest, drawing the shoulders back. And then breathing out and curving into the spine, holding onto the knees if you like. Yeah. And again, pushing the pubic bone forwards, pelvis forwards, draw the shoulders back, open up the chest. And then exhale, keep pulling onto your knees as you round your back, chin to chest. Good. All right, from here, let's come all the way back up. And we'll just take the legs behind us. And come onto all fours so we can continue to move into that cat-cow. Getting the spine nice and awake. Breathe in, let the belly drop. Draw the chest forwards to look up. And then breathe out, tucking your tail round your back, chin to chest. Now hold it down, just let the hips move from side to side. Yeah, how does that feel there in your lower back? And we'll let the belly drop. Draw the head and chest up and look up. And then breathe out and round your back, chin to chest. And again, let the hips move from side to side. Okay, last time, let the belly drop. Draw the head and chest forwards to look up. And then exhale, rounding your back, chin to chest. Really feel that lovely stretch through your spine. From here, bring it back to neutral. It's quite early, so see how puppy pose feels now. You walk your hands to the corners of the mat, and you might not be able to get your chest to the floor this morning. Yeah, so you could put a block or a pillow underneath your chest. You can also just lower your elbows to the floor. But wherever you are, close your eyes and breathe into it. Think about the tailbone drawing towards your heels and that lovely shape through your spine. Take a breath in and a long breath out. Start to walk your way back up. Plant the hands again right below the shoulders. I'm going to take a twist, so right fingers can go up to the sky. And then slide the right arm underneath your body towards the left side. I'm going to rest the head on the floor and reach your left fingers to the top of the mat. Now, if your head doesn't touch the floor, you can always have a block underneath the head there, so that helps create a bit more space for you. You can breathe in and breathe out. Notice the hips are square, yeah? And then you're twisting from your belly button and above. Feel even the skin moving with your body as you twist. You're going to slide the left hand back in. Pick yourself right back up. And plant the right hand. Start to send the left fingers to the sky into the twist. And then as you breathe out, you're going to take that left arm underneath your body, side of the head to the floor, and right fingers to the top of the mat. Again, if you want a block underneath your head or a pillow, you can do that. Wherever you are, breathe into the twist. And the more you can push into the back of that left arm, the more it can help you to twist the right shoulder open. Okay, so untwist, bring the right hand back, and then pick yourself right back up. Just before we get moving, lower your belly all the way down onto the mat, letting the elbows brush the rib cage here. We'll extend the right arm out in line with your right shoulder. Look away from the hand and then start to peel the opposite leg up and over. So you're getting into a lovely stretch through the shoulder. Okay, so that left leg will lift and go behind the right leg if that's possible. And just breathe into that right shoulder. I even feel this in my right shoulder blade. Let your head rest. Maybe you get a nice stretch through the neck. Feel the morning melting out of your shoulders there. Good. Lower yourself back onto the mat. Bring your right arm back in. Oh, shake out that right shoulder. Might feel quite nice, that. And then left arm out to the side. Look away from the arm and then peel your right leg up and over. Start to see how the left shoulder feels here. And try and relax with the breath. Yeah, so keeping that nice, steady rhythm with your breathing. When you're ready, lower your belly back onto the mat. And bring that left arm back in. Okay, so take the hands down by your side, the palms flat, forehead down onto the floor. We're just firing up the back of it. Breathe in, lift the head up, lift the shoulders up and back, lift the chest up. Keep your feet pressing down and keep breathing now into your belly so the belly expands into the mat. Feel the hands on the floor. And then breathe out and lower down. And again, breathe in. This time, lift the head up, lift the shoulders up and back. Now lift the feet up. Keep the hands pushing down. See how you can expand the belly into the mat here. And breathe out, try and stay lifted. Feet pressing together today. Hands pushing down into the mat. Shoulder blades down the back. Good. And release. Forehead down into the floor. Shake the hips if you need to. And then last one, breathe in, lift the head up, lift the shoulders up and back, lift the hands up, lift the feet up. Yeah, breathe into your back now. This is where we start to get that superwoman or superman status. Breathe in. Good, and as you breathe out, start to bend your knees. Now you can catch with one leg, one hand, one leg, maybe just one at a time, or maybe you catch both at the same time. And then try and push the feet into the hands to lift the chest up. Yeah, and if you're doing one at a time, you can have one hand down. You're squeezing the leg up, and then changing legs. Use your forearm to support you. One last breath. Hopefully you haven't had your breakfast yet. Massaging your belly on the floor, rocking and rolling. And then release. Oh, good. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to do the opposite to that. So come into your angry cat, rounding into your back, chin to chest, feeling the curve through the spine there. And just rock forwards and back. And as you rock forwards and back, start to think about your wrists. Start to think about your fingers. Start to think about your core nice and strong. And as you rock forwards and back, tuck your toes under and come into a plank pose. And again, continue to rock forwards and back. You get that pushing away from the floor feeling. Can you squeeze the heels back to get the stretch through the calves and the Achilles? And then as you go forwards, can you feel the wrists? Lower your knees to the floor. Draw the shoulders down the back. Elbows brush the rib cage. Don't let the shoulders go lower than the elbows. Lift the head and chest up, stretch the front of your body. How does that feel today? And we'll take it up and back into downward facing dog. So it's your first down dog. You can bend your knees and swivel your hips from side to side. Check in with the calves, the hamstrings, the Achilles, your feet. Yeah. And then let's hover the right foot off the floor and start to circle your right ankle. And we circle it the other way. And we'll lower the right foot to the floor, hover the left foot off and circle the left ankle. That's it, and then circle it the other way. Well done. Both feet down. Have a nice space between your feet in your down dog. Knees can be bent. Breathe in. Feel the spine get longer. And then breathe out. Come up high onto your toes. Bring yourself forwards into a plank pose. Lower your knees if you want. Or push your heels back, your head forwards, elbows brush, shoulders in line with the elbows. Lift the head and chest up. If you're in upward dog now, keep the thighs off the floor, belly strong. Take it up and back into that downward facing dog. Okay, now we'll bring the big toes to touch. And then lift your right leg up to the sky. How's that left leg feeling, that left hamstring? Now open up the hip, keeping the right leg straight. Now see if you can draw a really big circle with that leg. Yeah, keeping the leg straight. Keeping the hip open. Take the circle the other way. Try not to knock over any vases or any pieces of furniture. Try and lift the leg higher to the sky as if it's from the outer seam of your leggings there. And then drop the right hip square and level. Bring the knee into your nose, round your back, and slot the foot inside the hands. Rock forwards and back, yeah? So as you rock forwards and back, you're creating a little bit of heat in your legs, waking everything up. We'll lower the left knee to the floor. Lift the arms up to the sky. Push down into your left leg. Draw your right toes up and then hinge forwards. You don't have to go far. You might feel it right here. Big breath in. And then breathe out. Step back into your right foot. Bring your hands heart center. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee off the floor. You can use the furniture to help you get up if you need to. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lower over the front leg. Left arm on the outside of your right leg. Push your palms together and wrap your body around your spine. So remember on the floor when we did this twist. Can your skin move as well as you twist? Well done. Release and take the hands either side, front foot. Let your front foot just slide to the back. Go with your vinyasa. Now you can drop your knees or push your heels back, your head forwards, shoulders in line with the elbows. Lift the head and chest up, stretch the front. If you're an up dog, the thighs are off. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. A bend in your knees is helpful to get that length through your spine. Good. Bring your big toes to touch. And then lift your left leg to the sky. Now enjoy the stretch of the right leg. Keeping the leg straight, open up the hip. Now try and draw a big circle with that left leg, keeping the hip open. Yeah, so it feels a little bit strange. You have to hold on to that right hip. And then take the circle the other way. That's it. And then we can lift that left leg higher to the sky. So from the seam of your, outer seam of your leggings or your pajamas or your shorts. And then drop the left hip, toes turn down. Bring the knee into the nose. And we can slot the foot there inside the hands. You can get that foot there however you can get it there. So then rock forwards and back. It's creating that little bit of heat in your legs, just preparing you for all of what's to come. And then we'll lower the right knee and then lift the arms up to the sky. Now you can always have the hands on the floor for this bit, or you can push back into the right leg, start to draw the left toes up, and then just fold forwards. It might be to there. You might have a handy couch you can hold your hand onto there. You might have the blocks here. But if you can, you're just using the weight of your body to get into this left hamstring. Breathe in. Good, guys. As you breathe out, plant the hands down and then step back into that left leg. Now tuck your back toes and lift your back knee off. And we come up into that high lunge. Yeah. So then from there, legs are strong now, bring your hands heart center. We're going to lower over the front leg and then twist right arm on the outside of your left leg. Press your palms together into the twist. What's your skin doing here as you twist? Breathe in. Can your hips stay level and square and you're twisting from your belly button and above? Okay, challenging your body not to help you. Yeah, so you can move your body in a way that helps you, or you can try and keep it in a certain position to challenge it. So looking down, release the hands either side front foot, and we just let that front foot move to the back. Your vinyasa, you can drop the knees, or really think about pushing your heels back, your head forwards. Can the shoulders land in line with the elbows? Lift the head and chest up. You've done the opening in the back, so thighs could stay off. And then we'll take it up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's keep it going. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your right leg to the sky. Keep the leg straight. Open up the hip and lift the leg higher. Keep the foot as high as you can as you drop that right hip down. Bring the right knee into your nose and slot the foot there inside the hands. Come straight up into a high lunge now. And then drop the back heel, 45, walk your front foot forwards, warrior two. How nice to get into this warrior two shape. Push the knee open, tuck your tail, sit down a little bit deeper. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, and take it back. Breathe into the side of your body. And then windmill the right hand down. Touch the floor. Left arm comes up and over your head. And then we plant the hand down. Walk your right foot over to the right side. And then twist right fingers to the sky. Can you turn your back toes towards the right? So you put your foot on the edge, the edge of that left foot. Right foot onto its side and lift your hips up. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, lower your right hand down. Take your right foot to the back. Your vinyasa, drop your knees or push your heels back, the head forwards. Lift the head and chest up, upward dog. You can always be cobra, low here. And then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Use the breath to help build the energy now. Big toes touch. Breathe in, right leg to the sky. Open up the hip, keep the leg nice and straight, and try and lift that leg up a bit higher. Keep the toes high, but then drop the hip. So those toes point down, but they stay up nice and high. Bring the knee into the nose. Try and slot the foot there inside the hands. Come up into that high lunge shape. Legs strong. Good. Drop the back heel. Open up warrior two. This front foot walks forwards. Have a look. Can the heel be in line with the arch of the back foot? And then spread the arms out. Big breath in. As you breathe out, flip the palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the side of your body here. Long breath in. Good. As you breathe out, left hand comes down. Touch the floor. Big circle, right arm up and over. Plant the hand, walk your left foot over towards your left hand. And now turn your right toes towards the left. Go onto the edge of that right foot. Turn your front foot onto its side. And then twist left fingers to the sky. So you're breathing in. And breathing out. Try and lift the hips up high. Push away from your right hand. Good. Lower the left hand down. Back heel is up and the front foot floats to the back. Your vinyasa, or you can skip this bit and you can also drop your knees. If you want a cobra where the thighs are on the floor and the elbows are bent, or are you up for that upward dog? Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. Bend the knees and look forwards. You're going to jump your feet outside your hands. Come into Malasana. Elbows into your knees, lift the chest up. Good guys, big breath in. Feel now. Tailbone down, crown of the head up. And we'll just take your left hand to the back. See if that's okay there. That feel all right there? And then look at your right hand and start to lean into that left hand. Maybe you can lift those hips up a bit and reach the fingers to the back. Yeah? Just see how you go, see where you get to. We'll bring it right back down. Come back to the center and the same with the other side. Just seeing how far you can go. Right hand plants down to the back. Look at your left hand. Step into that right hand as you lift the hips up and reach the fingers to the back. Core is supporting your back here. Now we sit the hips back into the heels. Palms touch. Elbows into the knees. Lift the chest up. Good guys, well done. Remember how that feels. Take the hands to the floor. Lift the hips up. And then heel toe the feet to the center. Pop the hands on the shins. Breathe in. Lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out and fold it forwards. Nice heavy head. Yeah. Good. Roll your way up, but keep your knees bent. In fact, bend them more. Pop the hands behind your lower back. Thighs push forwards, hips push forward, lean it back. Lift it up and over and hinge from your hips. Releasing the hands, breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out, bend your knees, slide right leg back, left leg back. Now we'll take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Now I want to keep that energy flowing, okay? So we're going to keep moving. Take a big breath in. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. So your big toes touch. Breathe in, lift your right leg to the sky. Keep the leg straight and open up the hip, lift the leg higher. Keep the foot as high as you can as you drop your right hip. Bring your knee into your nose and slop the foot inside the hands. Come up into your high lunge shape. Drop the back heel, walk your front foot forwards, warrior two. You know this bit, flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the side of the body. Notice now everything's feeling warmer. Everything's feeling a bit more mobile. We're going to straighten the front leg and try and lift up through the left side. Yeah, try and get taller through the left side. Keeping the legs straight, bring your arms up and over, kick your back hip away, reach as far forwards as you can, and we come into triangle pose. Hand can be on your shin, below your knee, can be in front of your ankle. Maybe you're feeling nice and loose today, hand can rest behind the right foot. Breathe in. Good, now as you breathe out, look down, bring the left hand down, and then pick the back heel up, and we'll re-bend into this right leg. Take a twist, right fingers to the sky like you did, and turn the back toes towards the right. Two options here, or maybe even three. Right leg back into side plank, or right leg back into wild thing. Reach the arms up. You can also have your left knee down in a side plank. Where would you like to be? Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, right hand comes back, right foot comes back into plank. Vinyasa from there, or not. You can meet me in a downward facing dog if you like. You remember where we felt that wild thing shape before? When we jumped into Malasana, stepping that hand back. Yeah, same shape. Big breath in. Long breath out. Yeah, bring the big toes to touch. Breathe in, lift the left leg to the sky. Open up the hip, keeping the leg straight. Can you lift the leg a bit higher? Keep the toes high as you try and drop the hip. Bring your knee into your nose and pop the foot there inside the hands. Come up into that high lunge shape. Good. Drop the back heel. Walk your front foot forwards, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. And try and get longer through this right side. You're going to straighten both legs and feel all from the right, lifting up to your armpits and away. Good. Taking your left arm up and over. If you feel too wide here, bring the back leg in. But reach as far forwards as you can. Hand can rest on your shin, in front of your ankle or behind the front foot. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, look down. Bring your right hand down and pick your back heel up. We'll re-bend into this left leg if you haven't already. That's it. And then twist, left fingers to the sky. Now this right hand is really important here. Push down to the right hand. Turn your right toes towards the left, edge of the foot is on the floor. Now if you struggled last time, just lower this right knee to the floor and take your left leg back. Okay? Otherwise, you can come side plank, left foot on top of right, or take the leg back into wild thing and reach, hips up to the sky, fingers to the back. Breathe in. Good. And as you breathe out, lower the left hand back, the left foot back, your vinyasa, or you skip it. Lift the head and chest up, upward dog. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Big full breath in. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. Lovely, well done. Lower the knees to the floor. Sit back into your heels. Just take a little moment in your child's pose, forehead to the floor. And relax your spine completely. Relax your back, relax the sacrum, relax all the muscles around your lower back. Relax your hips. Notice how the breath feels. How is your breathing? Walking your hands back towards your knees. Come up to standing on your knees. Maybe you've got a carpet, so it's nice and soft. It's quite hard for me on this tiled floor, so I like to fold over my mat for my knees. Also, I've got cuts all over my knees where I fell over in the woods. Tuck your toes under. Breathe in, lift your arms up to the sky. And then breathe out. Take the right hand and put the thumb on the inside of the heel, the fingers on the outside. This might be enough. If that's already too much, come back. Hands can go on your lower back here. Yeah. Try and push the thighs forwards, hips forwards. Look up. As an option, could the other hand go back? If not, you're going to change hands. Do one hand at a time. So you might be here now with the right hand up, or you might be here with both hands pushing down into the heel. Thumb inside, fingers outside. Big breath in. And then long breath out. Push through one heel to lift yourself up. And then bring your hands heart center. So this is going to be the nice bit for you guys now. Undo your feet. Lean yourself back so you're activating your quads. And then bring it back. And again, so it's like a little, one of those dolls that don't ever fall over. Leaning back, finding the quad strength there. The core is strong as well. Few little pulses. Lean back as far as you can now. Once you've gone as far as you can, try and send the bottom down to the floor. Really holds onto your quads, and you're going to settle your bum in between your heels. If it's too much, just have that block there. Yeah, so it's not so much, not such a big stretch. Any problems in those knees, guys, have your heels together. Yeah, breathing in, lift up. And then breathe out and fold over the leg. Forehead down towards the floor. So you can be in normal child's pose, or your hips can be in between your heels. But if that hurts your knees, a block underneath the bum is good, or normal child's pose is totally fine. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Okay, start to walk your way back up. Yes, well done. If you folded your mat, take it away. And we'll bring the heels underneath you. Have your hands on the floor just by your knees. We're always going to try and work on this. So push down to push up into your spine. Yes, rounding your upper back. Lift your knees off the floor. And then try and edge your feet forwards to come into seated. Or you just come into seated. But keep trying. Go from there and pushing up. If it doesn't work, just take your legs out. It will come eventually. Hands by your hips. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out. How's the hamstrings now? Just see where you can get to. If you can keep your legs straight and catch hold of the feet, you could try using a block here. And it's quite a nice way to stop the feet from cheating. Yeah, because you can push the edges of the feet back. Maybe you've got a strap, which means you wouldn't have to bend your knees, because then you could just hold on to the strap as high as you like. Okay. If you haven't got a strap, then it's a good idea to bend your knees and hold on to edges of your feet there. Breathing in, lift the head and chest up. And breathe out and fold in forwards. I want us to have a little bit of time for a few back bends today. So start to roll your way up. Okay, and point your toes, reach your hands forwards, and then rounding your back, lower down onto the floor. Nice and slow, using this as your little bit of core work. Bend the knees and put the feet flat onto the floor. Let the fingers just tickle your heels there. It's a good indication of where you want your legs. And if you have got a block there, just pop it in between your legs. Don't worry if you haven't got one. But imagine that there's a block there. Yeah, so your legs aren't touching. They're squeezing that imaginary block, or they're squeezing the block. Big breath in. As you breathe out, belly button draws back. Push your feet and then lift the hips up to the sky. Yeah. Now that might be enough. Or interlace the hands and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And can you lift your hips up a little bit higher? You could even try coming up onto your toes and seeing if that can help you lift your hips a bit higher. Now notice if you've got the block there, it definitely changes the shape. Yeah, so breathe into that. Good, and then breathe out. Release the hands and let the spine lower down vertebra by vertebra. And let the heels press down. Okay. Now that might be enough for you, in which case you'll do that again. Keep the block there if you've got it, or keep the imagination of the block there. If you're going further, take the arms over the head. Have your fingers pointing to your shoulders and put the palms flat on the floor. Squeeze the elbows into your ears as if you were trying not to hear me. Yeah, so you want those elbows straight up to the sky. Big breath in. Good. As you breathe out, tuck the tail, push your feet and lift the hips up. Now know that with the block there, it changes it. So be careful if you normally come into wheel without the block. Yeah, try and squeeze the block so that you feel the inner thighs working. It's a completely different stretch. Big breath in. And then long breath out. Look up to the sky. Bend your elbows. Try and lower down onto your shoulders. And then lower the spine down vertebra by vertebra. So without the block there, we make it easier for ourselves by opening up the knees. So be mindful of that. And we're going to try it one more time. You do your bridge or you do your wheel. Yeah, so big breath in. Squeeze the imaginary block or the block. Fingers towards the shoulders, elbows in, tucking the tail. Keep that alignment. Lift the hips up and then push up into your wheel. Try and squeeze that block. Breathing in, you should feel a nice stretch through the front of your body, not so much a crunch in your lower back. You just want to feel the length through the front. And then lower down, looking up to the sky. We'll lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Yeah, take the block away if you've got it. And then bring the soles of the feet together, knees open, arms up and over your head. Let the skin on your face relax. Let your eyes relax, let your jaw relax. Let the weight of the knees stretch the inner thighs and relax your hips. Take a long, full breath in. And open your mouth, exhale, let it go. We'll bring the knees back up together. Okay, now like a lady sits, bring the right knee into your chest and then cross the right thigh over the left thigh. So the ankles are hovering towards each other there. And then bring both knees into the chest, coming into a supersonic twist. So if it's too much, uncross your legs. We'll lower both knees to the left side. And we'll take the left hand there on the outside of your, it's actually the inside of your left leg. And then try and look away from the knee and breathe into this twist. It's your last twist that's going to help you find space for you to be able to move through your day. And release the left arm. Carefully now, use your core to bring your knees back into the center. And don't forget, if crossed was too intense, just have them uncrossed. And we'll change the cross of the legs. Okay, we'll squeeze the thighs into the belly, and we just let the knees fall to the other side. That's it, surrender into this twist. Let your body melt into the shape that it wants to go into. And then very slowly release and bring yourself back to the center. Okay, release the legs, and we'll take the knees into the crook of each elbow, interlace the fingers and squeeze the thighs down either side the rib cage there, and just have a little rock from side to side. Then take the hands behind your thighs, roll your way up to seated. And find that cross-legged shape again. Yeah. Let your hands just rest on your knees and let your eyes close. Notice how you feel now. So notice the sitting bones pushing into the floor. Notice from the sitting bones that length all the way through the spine. Your whole spine has been awakened this morning. Hips have been awakened and the breath has flowed through your body. So after the class, you should feel that lovely feeling of all the oxygen that's been pumped around your body. All the blood cells pumping, everything awake. And bring the hands to the heart center, push the thumbs into the chest bone. Looking forwards to whatever the day has in store for you today. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for your practice today. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Hopefully it stays nice and calm for you guys. Whatever you're doing, I'll unmute you all.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.